Imagine waking up tomorrow, knowing with complete certainty that you have only 1 year left to live. Not a prediction, not a possibility, a certainty. How would today change? Would you still worry about what strangers think of you? Would you spend hours scrolling through your phone? Would you keep postponing the conversation you've been avoiding? Or would life suddenly become astonishingly clear? Here's the strange paradox. The very thing we fear most is also the thing that gives life its meaning. Death. For thousands of years, philosophers have argued that mortality is not merely the end of life. It is the condition that makes life worth living. Without death, there may be no urgency, no significance, no purpose. Today we'll explore one of philosophy's most unsettling ideas, that accepting death may be the beginning of genuine freedom. Why we live as though we'll live forever. Most people don't deny death. They simply ignore it. We make plans for next year. We save dreams for someday. We imagine there will always be another opportunity, another vacation, another apology, another chance to tell someone we love them. Psychologists call this the illusion of endless time. It's comforting, but it quietly steals our lives. Because when tomorrow feels guaranteed, today becomes cheap. We postpone happiness, delay courage, avoid difficult decisions, not because we lack time, but because we imagine we possess an infinite supply of it. Ironically, we waste life precisely because we forget it is limited. Seneca's most radical advice. Nearly 2,000 years ago, the Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote something extraordinary. We are not given a short life. We make it short. His point wasn't that humans live forever. It was that most people spend enormous portions of their lives distracted, complaining, seeking status, accumulating possessions, living according to expectations that aren't even their own. Then suddenly, old age arrives, not because time accelerated, but because awareness arrived too late. For Seneca, remembering death wasn't pessimism, it was practical wisdom. Each day should be treated as a complete life, not because tomorrow won't exist, but because it might not. Mortality transforms ordinary moments into priceless ones. The samurai who practiced dying. Ancient Japanese samurai followed an unusual discipline. Each morning, they imagined themselves already dead, not to become hopeless, but to become fearless. If death had already been accepted, what remained to fear? Embarrassment, failure, rejection. These suddenly seemed insignificant. The purpose wasn't to glorify death. It was to remove the chains created by fearing it. Because fear of death quietly disguises itself as many other fears. Fear of changing careers, fear of speaking honestly, fear of creating art, fear of loving deeply, fear of beginning. Often, we're not afraid of failure. We're afraid of wasting the only life we have. And ironically, that fear keeps us from living. Heidegger's astonishing discovery. The German philosopher Martin Heidegger believed that most people never truly live. Instead, they exist, following routines, repeating habits, thinking what everyone else thinks, wanting what everyone else wants. He called this existence the they, a life shaped by anonymous expectations. But something remarkable happens when a person fully confronts mortality. The illusion collapses. Suddenly, society's invisible rules lose their power. The promotion, the expensive car, the endless competition, they begin to look strangely unimportant. Awareness of death reveals what genuinely matters. Heidegger believed authentic life begins only when we stop pretending we're immortal. The prison we build. Imagine two prisoners. One is trapped behind steel bars. The other lives in a beautiful mansion. But every decision he makes is controlled by fear. Fear of losing status, fear of judgment, fear of failure. Who is truly free? Many of our prisons are invisible. We stay in relationships because we're afraid. Remain in careers we hate, hide our opinions, suppress our creativity. Not because anyone forces us, but because fear quietly governs every choice. Mortality exposes these invisible prisons. If life is brief, why spend it imprisoned by approval? Death doesn't create freedom. It reveals that much of our imprisonment was self-imposed. Nietzsche and the eternal question. Friedrich Nietzsche proposed a terrifying thought experiment. Imagine a mysterious being appears tonight. It tells you, you will live this exact life again and again, forever. Every conversation, every mistake, every joy, repeated infinitely. Would this feel like heaven or unbearable punishment? Nietzsche wasn't asking about the afterlife. He was asking whether you're truly living now. Mortality forces the same question from another direction. If today were one of your final days, would you choose differently? If the answer is yes, perhaps you've already discovered what needs to change. Why mortality makes love possible. Imagine a flower that never withers, a sunset that never ends, music that plays forever. Would they still be beautiful? Or would endlessness slowly erase their value? Part of beauty exists because it disappears. Children grow, parents age, friends move away, seasons change, moments vanish. We treasure them precisely because they cannot be kept. Love becomes precious because time is limited. Every goodbye matters because one day, one goodbye will be the last. Impermanence is not the enemy of beauty, it is its foundation. The freedom hidden inside death. Here's the strange conclusion reached by philosophers across cultures. The fear of death often shrinks life more than death itself ever could. When mortality is denied, life becomes mechanical. When mortality is accepted, life becomes vivid. Small moments become extraordinary. Morning sunlight, shared laughter, a quiet conversation, a walk beneath the stars. These were always valuable. Mortality simply removes the illusion that they can wait forever. Death doesn't tell us life is meaningless. It tells us meaning cannot be postponed. The most important deadline. Every calendar has deadlines. Work deadlines, school deadlines, financial deadlines. But there is one deadline none of us can see. The end of our story. Its date remains hidden. And perhaps that's exactly why each page matters. Maybe freedom isn't escaping death. Maybe freedom is escaping the illusion that we'll always have more time. Because the strange gift of mortality is this. It quietly asks us one question every single day. If your time is limited, what deserves it? And perhaps the answer to that question is the beginning of a truly free life.